Alrighty guys, welcome back to Star Wars Review. So, yesterday we finally got some more news on the upcoming final season of Star Wars The Bad Batch, as we got a new trailer along with a release date, which it'll start airing February 21st with a 3-episode premiere, which this season will end up having 15 episodes and will air till May 1st. So there will also be some more 2-episode weeks along the way. Kind of interesting that this season will be 15 episodes when the first 2 were 16, but it's only a 1 episode difference. But let's dive into the trailer, which starts with Hunter and Wrecker driving in a turbo tank on this cliffside while some gunships are firing at them. And we see TK troopers dropping onto it, but then they kind of like knock those troopers off. And then Phee comes and rescues them, and I would assume her ship. And then they get away, which is all fun. But if you look closer in 2 separate scenes, you'll see that Crosshair is there with them in this turbo tank in his original armor. So, seems like he'll be back with the Bad Batch, which there are some other teases later in the trailer also. And with how things went in the last season, I assumed he would be rejoining them sometime this season. But we then see a medium-sized ship flying towards Coruscant, I think. Could be a different city planet, but I'm assuming it's Coruscant. But we then see Rex speaking with Hunter, saying, "I thought that the end of the war would mean an end to losing more of our brothers, but I was wrong." Which we get a shot of Tech's death from the Season 2 finale. But we also get a shot of what I think is Teth, which appeared in the Clone Wars movie all the way back in 2008. But then we get a shot of a crashed ship on some planet. I'm not exactly sure what planet it is. But we see 2 people walking away from that crash, which I think might be Crosshair and Omega. I just feel like it looks like them. And then there's shots later on in the trailer of a ship that looks exactly the same, escaping from a planet what looks like Tantus. So I'm thinking that's what it is. But we do get more dialogue from Rex saying, "We can't just walk away. Not with the Empire imprisoning the kid." Which during that we do see shots of some TK troopers storming a village, which I think might be Pabu. But when Rex finishes saying that line, we do see Omega in Mount Tantus, which there is a scene of her walking by Crosshair, who's very defeated looking. But we also see the return of Hemlock, as he tells some clone commandos to secure her in a cell, maybe referring to Omega, not fully sure. Which there is a shot of her like in some small room holding this tablet as she gets scanned by this like blue plus like scanner thingy, I don't know. But we then get a shot of Emery, which is very quick. And then shots of Hunter and Wrecker kind of getting ready for a mission, talking about how Omega has been waiting for them for a long time. Another shot of Hunter saying that their mission isn't over yet. Which we also get some shots of that crashed ship from earlier escaping a planet while getting shot at by Imperial ships. And it does kind of look like Tantus is the planet they're escaping from. But we then see Palpatine arriving on Tantus, which he has some royal guards with him, as Hemlock and some clone commandos follow him. But we hear Palpatine say, "There is nothing of greater importance to secure the future of this empire." But we then get shots of this special looking clone with other like TK troopers and clones and whatnot on what appears to be Pabu, which we do see that clone pop up a few more times. But we get more dialogue from Palpatine saying, "Whatever is needed to accomplish this goal, you'll have it." Which, I'd, assume Palpatine is there at Tantus, speaking to Hemlock about cloning and whatnot, which is maybe kind of leading to what we see in the Rise of Skywalker on Exegol and whatnot. Obviously, that's been the biggest, theory and whatnot for what's going on Tantus and whatnot. But we once again get a shot of that crash ship from earlier getting shot at, and then a bunch of quick action shots. There's a cool one with the turbo tank. But we then get dialogue from this clone named CX-1, which might be that special one from earlier, which he's saying, "They are coming for all of you." Which we then get a bunch of shots of several different characters. We see Hunter on Pabu, But we also see Echo, Rex, I think the clone Fireball. We see Wolf, who will appear in this series for the first time, which it appears that he's still working with the Empire as he's with other clones and a TK trooper. We also get a shot of Omega. He was very dirty looking, flying a ship. Maybe that one crashed ship we saw. We also get a shot of Nala Se, but also Fennec Shand and Cad Bane, which I'm excited to see those bounty hunters return, which I do wonder what their role in this season will be. But then there's a bunch of quick action shots, nothing super crazy there. But the trailer does end with something crazy, with the return of Asajj Ventress, which she does have some dialogue saying, "I wasn't planning on killing you, but you're making it very tempting." Which I'm not sure who she's speaking to, but, you know, her appearance is a lot like her appearance was supposed to be in the Dark Disciple Clone Wars arc, which went unfinished, but was adapted into a novel of the same name, which is kind of weird because she kind of dies at the end of that novel, and, you know, it takes place before the Bad Batch. So for her to appear in this series, she's either back from the dead or it's a flashback, which I'm assuming she's back from the dead because in the article on StarWars.com, there are quotes from supervising director Brad Raw saying that they are taking into account the events of that novel. So I'd assume they'll explain it more in the episodes with her and whatnot. But I am excited to see her return. I'm not the biggest fan of bringing characters back from the dead, but she is one where it can make perfect sense as she is a Night Sister and has been seen time and time again that Night Sisters can do stuff like that. But, you know, I am interested to see how all that will play out and, you know, how she's back and whatnot and what her role will be in this story, which I do wonder if that could branch out into other stories, like, you know, actually bringing the Dark Disciple story into animation or just more stories with Asajj meeting back up with Quinlan Vos, who we know survived Order 66 also, so I don't know. But that's really all there was in the trailer. Like I said earlier, it starts February 21st with the 3-episode premiere. And I'll be doing reviews of all 15 episodes as they come out, so you can check those out then. But in the meantime, check out my videos on Season 1 and Season 2, and all my other Star Wars videos. But I've been Star Wars Review, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Following orders.
I wasn't planning on killing you, but you're making it very tempting.